Hi Aquarius, thank you for coming in today, you guys. Aquarius, I'm here to do a love check-in reading with you. Pretty interesting energies around your sign all year long. If you've been attending any of my readings too, you know that the strange energy has been carrying for the first 6 months of the year. It's been pretty intense indeed. Most of that has to do with the little planet of Pluto. Before I get into all of that, Aquarius, I'm going to explain. I have a feeling like, okay, let me back it up. I was debating what sort of a reading to do for you today, Aquarius, because I kept feeling a you and them reading. But then I was like, no, let's just do a you reading. No, let's just do them. Anyway, what I decided to do was I'm going to take a look at the person coming in toward you or the person that you have on your mind. If you're here to cross-watch, keep in mind that energy could be vice versa, could be interchangeable. That can ebb and flow throughout the reading. And as I do that reading, what I decided to do is if that energy of the other person or yourself is very amplified, in other words, if I feel it's called for, then we'll take out the cards representing your person and we'll do a whole separate reading for them. We'll just experiment and see where we go. All right, I'm going to do a little bit of an astrology intro for you, Aquarius, and talk to you a lot about the energy of Aquarius. It's such an interesting one. For me as a reader and as an astrologer, it helps for me if I look at the ruling planets. And I say planets because actually, before being ruled by Uranus, before they discovered Uranus, your original ruling planet was Saturn, co-ruler of Capricorn. That figures huge into what Pluto's been up to and why that energy's been so intense. It's been doing this kind of strange dance between you and Capricorn. And it's been happening since mid last year. Interestingly, since about Leo season, your opposite sign, last year. And this year in Leo season, there was a full moon, and it was in your sign because always in the opposite signs. And that kind of marked the end of that. On September the 1st, Pluto dipped back into Capricorn again. It's only going to stay there for a few months. There certainly can, Aquarius, be an energy of being able to see the change and not step into it. And a lot of that is that combination anyway of Saturn and Uranus, your ruling planets. And I have a feeling that applies strongly to your love life, what I'm talking about right now. So that's why I brought it up. Anyways, I hope I didn't lose you guys. On November the 19th, Pluto's going to shift direct into your sign. It's going to stay there for like 20 years, Aquarius, which is going to be interesting and a whole lot more comfortable. But with Saturn and Uranus as your ruling planets, those are both very serious, very mature planets. It's not easy being so wise, right? All right, Aquarius. I'm going to start off by looking at your person. We're going to use the True Love reading cards. Let's get into it. I want to see the overall energy. I'm in the mood to explore it, so let's see. Let's start with the one. Look at that maturity. That's what we're talking about. So whoever's coming in towards you is a representation of your level of maturity, and it isn't easily earned. Certainly not with Saturn and Pluto and everything that's been going on. Maybe what's been unfolding in this situation has a lot to do with maturing each other. We'll see. Let's get you another one for Aquarius. Yeah, it's interesting that Aquarius is often known as not being that emotional, and it's so not true. It's just like carrying the deep understanding of the importance and the weight of emotion. That's maturity. Soulmates, Aquarius. Beautiful. I love the butterflies that they use to represent it because they're free. They choose to fly together. They don't have to. And that's that maturity that comes in, the freedom of understanding who you are and what you need. Very much represented in this card. I also like that those butterflies are entirely different from each other. Same species, yeah, but that's about it. Okay. All right, let's do an Amore Psyche. I want to see some of the more physical or sexual components in this situation for Aquarius. Beautiful. Erotic bliss. Erotic bliss can only come from a place of maturity and once again, truly understanding who you are, what you need, and what that means, so that you can be open and vulnerable and receptive. Very nice. Let's get another one, Aquarius. I mean, there has to be that level of trust that comes with maturity as well, right? Whoa, what are we looking at here? All right, let's go. What does it say? Uninhibited and released. There's a primal energy for sure, but this, once again, all sides of each other. Nothing is hidden. Nothing is taboo, so to speak, or off the table. And I'm not speaking necessarily sexually, although that could also be the case. But it's more to do with that freedom that comes with all that I said there in the intro. Interesting. Joy and jubilation. Well, finally, yeah, having that level of maturity and self-understanding makes the search a long and difficult one. That's why it's hard-earned. Okay, let's go to the star codes. This could be astrological energy in your chart, in your person's, or overall influencing the situation. Ooh, this is quite the energy, Aquarius. What do we have here? Okay, how many is that? All right, I'll do it. But see that maturity and that, oops, that's too many. Okay, we'll stop there. That maturity and that uninhibited and released energy, which is what the cards just did, those can also be combating at times. It can be sometimes holding things back a little too much maturity, if that's a thing, and it can be. It certainly can be. Okay. Look at that. Speaking of holding back a lot, we have Saturn. That's Capricorn's ruler, and that's involved in what's going on with Pluto. Saturn gets a bad reputation of being a malefic planet, but it's not. It's benefic. But it is about learning the hard lessons, and it is that for your own good energy. You know, it wants, Saturn asks us to not skip anything, not take the easy way out, and not just go for fool's gold, so to speak. It's Capricorn energy, only the real gold will do, very mature. But it is about hard lessons learned as well. So when I said there's that holding back, because uninhibited and released implies that there's an energy in this situation that isn't. All right, what do we have? Oh, interesting. The 7th house. The 7th house is commitment energy. It's long-term relationships. It's marriage. It's partnerships. Libra rules it, so it is Venus. It's about balance and harmony. And we have that coming in with soulmate energy and Saturn. So for one or both of you, this wisdom, again, didn't come easy. Maybe previous experiences in the 7th house have been a challenge. And those lessons learned, right? Look at that, you guys. Pluto. Pluto is at play, that's for sure. It's the planet of karma. It's the planet of the past life, the hidden, the psychic, the unknown. Past life, big time. But it can have that really slow and draggy quality to it as well. So can Saturn. It brings about change, however. Okay. Aquarius, I'm just going to say this because it's coming to me as an astrologer. With Pluto and the 7th house put together, me as an astrologer, that's what I would call, and we'll see as we get into the reading, that's what I would call a plutonic relationship. I mean, it's the Pluto falling in the 7th house of relationship. Plutonic means it carries with it a lot of past life, a lot of destiny. Interesting. Leo. Leo is your opposite energy, Aquarius. And I always say oppositions in astrology are the embodiment of each other. The flip side, if you will, or the part that's hard to embody. And with uninhibited and released, Leo tends to be the opposite. It's very fiery and expressive and passionate and heart-centered. There can be a lack of Saturn energy with Leo, that ability to hold it in sometimes. And that can be that uninhibited and released energy. How interesting. All right. Let me move these. We'll make some space. On the bottom of the deck, we have Aries, more fire. Aquarius, you're surrounded by fire. Aries is that uninhibited, released, and erotic bliss energy. It's very masculine. It's Mars. It's about taking action. But definitely there's a lot of passionate drive. Aquarius, this reading is pretty steamy already. That's for sure. All right, what are we going to do here? Let's start off with the good tarot. Let me see, what does this person have on their mind? This is Leo energy with the Three of Fire. I love this Three of Fire. You can see that boat, hopefully, floating through the sky, like literally sailing through the clouds. It is about wish casting. It's optimistic. It's passionate. And it's future thinking. But there's Saturn involved here. So we'll see when we clarify well, it's coming in with that energy of maturity though, but it is about casting a vision, and they could be casting it your way. I always say the Three of Wands is having like a golden-eyed view of what's possible. How do they feel? We have the 7th house there, so. Wow. Aquarius. Speak about maturity. The Emperor, my goodness. Divine masculine energy. The Emperor is Capricorn, Aries, and Taurus. And it is very, very serious. It's got that Saturnian mature quality. The Emperor is husband, father. He builds empires, so he plays to keep. It's not just about like passion. And that's why the maturity is coming in with it. It's the combination of those two. It's commitment, big time. Wow. And it's coming in the 7th house. So, if this is you, Aquarius, they see you in this Emperor energy to them. Now, look at the Three of Wands is looking right at the Emperor. It could be vice versa as well. Okay, let me see the actions. What actions will they take? Whew. You could be dealing with a Leo, Aquarius. Look at this lion in the Emperor card. Now, I never bring Leo energy into the Emperor, but I am today because look at the lion in the astrology card. Now, 2024 added up together equals number 8. That's Leo energy. It's the strength card. And I've been saying that energy has been present. It's about answering to your own heart and having the integrity. What actions will they take towards Aquarius? We have the Magician. Aquarius, to me, that's always your energy. Also, Gemini and Virgo. Look at this. 2 major arcana with Pluto. What kind of magic is at work here? This is big time past life energy. I'm sorry if you can hear my tummy. It's pre-dinner time, Aquarius. But I felt super guided. Anyway, they want to manifest something here, obviously. And it carries with it the weight of Pluto. Okay. Pluto is rebirth. It's Scorpio energy. It can be about a complete reinvention as well. How do they see you? This can be how they see you. It can be a furthering of their energy. We'll see. Depends. How do they see Aquarius? Well, I think we see here, right? Oh, interesting, Aquarius. The 9 of Swords, that's clearly your energy. Swords are air. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. The 9 of Swords is a lot of stress, though. It's a lot of anxiety and overthinking and trying to use the mind to control certain things that it cannot. Only the heart can decide. And sometimes it requires this Leo energy. Interesting that the Nine of Swords is coming in there. Like sometimes it requires putting your heart in the game. You can't think it, you can't strategize it, you can't see where it's going to go. So they see you as overthinking and trying to somehow be in charge of how the outcome is. That could be you in the Emperor energy, Aquarius, we'll see. Like, they're like, what are you worried about? Okay. Just as I said that, I see the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. Taurus energy, very spiritual, but also it does have to do with commitments and belief systems. Let's see the challenge for Aquarius. Interesting, we see the Eight of Swords on the bottom, Nine of Swords. The challenge is a mind trap, once again, but it has a lot more to do with being afraid that you're not seeing everything you need to see. Like kind of feeling blinded by your own perception. And the Two of Swords came out as the challenge. That's the crossroads. And Pluto is at play here because it's going to be in your sign for the next 20 years. It's very destiny activating. Two of Swords has that same component of trying to protect your heart or use your mind to navigate. Look at this guy. He's like fully submerged in the water. There's no way that he can see clearly enough to make a decision using logic. And this Leo infusion here is saying, if this is you, Aquarius, and I believe that it is, your person in this Leo energy is coming in and being like, you're just going to have to feel it and trust it. Okay. Potential outcome for Aquarius. Ooh, okay. What's going on here? We have the Tower, also your energy, Aquarius. It has that Uranus, sudden change. It carries with it the energy of anything that isn't real, anything that is based on illusion, anything that's not meant to stand won't. Destiny comes along to hold our hand as we go through the change we asked for. But the Tower can be about changes you don't see coming. Also Aries and Scorpio energy with the Tower. On the bottom I see the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is my emotional pilgrimage card. It's about having the courage to walk away from things that do not reach the Ten of Cups, which is the whole picture. And it's not always easy because Eight of Cups is not nothing. There's a lot of emotional groundwork there. And that's why it requires strength. It's a number 8 again. Okay, what's going on? Shall we look under the Eight of Cups? Oh, wow. We have the Ace of Wands. I had a feeling. So that's the impetus. The Eight of Wands is fire energy. Again, Leo, Aries, Sag also. But it hits your heart and it's like a firecracker that goes off. It gets your attention, that's for sure. It's inspiration, it's passion. It often causes the Tower. So the Eight of Cups is headed straight for that. Ace of Wands. The passion. Something in the energy, and that's Pluto at work between the two of you, does that. It's the great disruptor. And the Ace of Wands is too. That's why Towers can happen. But like I said, it wakes you up to a part of yourself you weren't in touch with. Soulmates. That's what happens. Okay, let's go. Let's clarify. With the pulp, what stayed on the table? Interesting. The Fool. Aries major arcana. Yeah, Aquarius, the Fool is the opposite of that Nine of Swords. That's freedom. That's trusting that you've learned your lessons enough to know that wherever you leap, you're going to be fine. It's about having courage and a new beginning. Let me see the Three of Fire. What are they thinking with this Three of Fire? Because they're vision casting. Yeah, they big time are. Oh, interesting. The Seven of Swords. We've seen the 8 and the 9. Here we have the 7. I feel like this could be definitely a cross watcher. Well, I don't know. The energy, you decide, you'll know. The energy is getting quite intermingled, and this is what happens to me with your readings, Aquarius. 7 of Swords is a mental strategy. It can be about keeping things from yourself to yourself. Fear. Telling yourself stories maybe that aren't true. But also the 7 of Swords can be about things going on behind the scenes here. Let's try another one. It's about making plans and keeping them to yourself. Okay. We have the 10 of Swords. We saw the 8, we saw the 2 as the challenge, the decision to come out of the mind trap, to stop overthinking. Because then comes the Tower. That's the change, uninhibited and released. The Tower and the Ace of Wands. Anyway, the 10 of Swords is the end of a very long and difficult cycle of learning. And with this Saturn, that's lessons learned. That's how maturity is gained. Let me see the 7 of Swords, though. It's the Fool. Amazing. The Fool springs free out of the 10 of Swords. That's what I'm saying. You can, once you've learned, once you know. It's beautiful energy, and it's taking a leap, but the 7 of Swords with the 3. Anyways, I'm just going to leave that there for a minute. Let's go to the Emperor, because that's how they feel. And that's commitment to the maximum. Look what shows up. It's the Strength card, Leo's major arcana. This strength is that number 8 energy I was talking about with the 8 of Cups, the 8 of Swords. It's courage. It's about having the courage to face the fear inside, to conquer the beast, whatever that is. It can be ego, it can be pride, it can be fear, it can be a lot of things. And the 4 of Cups, Queen of Cups, okay. You definitely could be dealing with a water sign. Okay, let me see. One more on the 4 of Cups. That's a bit of hesitation. The 4 of Cups, though, too, to me, is kind of like a steady energy, and it belongs to the Emperor. Number 4, right? We have the Moon and the 6 of Swords. Okay. More sword energy. Do you see how it's climbing? We have the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is crazy. 6 of Swords is about moving out of a mental trap. Once again, it's swords. It can be about turning vicious words on ourselves, saying stuff, memories repeating from the past, Saturn, Pluto. And when I said it could wake you up to a side of yourself that makes you uncomfortable, that's what this kind of Plutonic energy does. But it's moving away from inner conflict, whatever that may be, taking a lot of strength and courage. Now, normally, Aquarius, I don't read reversals in tarot. I don't really feel I need to. It's usually in the context. But when it stands out to me, and this is the only one that came out that way, then I will consider that. And the 4 of Cups is about emotional neutral. It's about hesitation. And it's in reverse. So it can be about moving forward, 6 of Swords. Let's see the Magician. Strength can be a card about holding back as well. Because with the 10 of Swords, there is still a cycle to be completed. Maturity. It has to be done properly. No steps are skipped here. We have the 4 of Swords. I just don't even know what to say. Look at all the air. Either this is yourself, Aquarius, or they see you this way. There's your energy all over this. Air and fire, big time. The Page of Swords is about standing back, watching, waiting, And then the Four of Swords. Oh, Ace of Cups. Okay. With all of these swords here on the board, though, too, okay, Page of Swords. With all of these swords on the board here, it can be that your person is very, very aware of your process. And so they're willing to go with this Page of Swords, Four of Swords, Magician at whatever pace you need to go. There's heavy intuition here with Pluto and Saturn involved. Maybe they know some of what you've been through. That's quite possible. But there's heavy observance going on in this relationship. I feel like you're both energetically watching each other. If you're dealing with a Leo energy, Aquarius, that's your opposite sign. So it doesn't surprise me. Anyway, the Four of Swords is about meditation. It's a time of recovery and integration. And it could be Ten of Swords. That one or both of you has been through some very difficult endings, learning stuff. And the Fool is almost ready to spring free. Because we have that other ace on the bottom, Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, hanging in suspension. The Knight of Cups is very sweet, very romantic. It is about, it could be an apology, a confession. I like these two coming in together. Because the Ace of Cups is the possibility of something very beautiful that could bloom, emotional and creative and nurturing. It's just a possibility, though, until we grab hold of it and put it into action, and that's what the Knights do. Okay? But there's this time here, a little bit of recovery. I'm going to go a bit deeper on that Four of Swords. Let me see the Nine of Swords and the surrounding energy. Yeah. Oh my gosh, what the hey? Who are we dealing with here, Aquarius? We have Scorpio energy with death and rebirth. And that's very strongly coming in with Pluto as well and the Tower. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. We saw the Queen of Cups. Okay, Nine of Swords. And then we have the Eight of Swords. Oh, look who it is. It's the King of Swords. Who's surprised? Aquarius energy. And the Eight of Swords can definitely be with death and rebirth. Nine of Swords. Are they? No, they're not, though. Like, are they trying to walk away from this? But they're not. They're trying to move towards it. Bear with me, Aquarius. I am so sorry. This always happens to me in your readings. I feel bad. Okay, let me see the Two of Swords in the challenge. It's the Two of Swords. Now, the Two of Swords and Two of Swords is the Four in the actions. I see the Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck, Scorpio energy. The Six of Cups is for me about a return to purity, a return to the innocence. With Saturn and Pluto on board, it can be a lot to ask to drop those swords, if that makes sense. To step into the belief of what maybe you once thought about love, or there's a purity involved. It's very sweet. There could be children in this situation. We did see the Hierophant, that implies family. We have the Emperor. Very serious. So maybe that's why all the overthinking. Sometimes the Six of Cups can carry with it an energy of the past. We have Pluto, past life. Let me see the Two of Swords. The Eight of Wands, uninhibited and released. Yeah. Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands. That's the worry for some reason. Hard lessons learned. It could be having to do, seventh house and the Emperor. It could be having to do with things from their past. Hard lessons learned through, yeah, look at the Ace of Swords came out. Whenever I'm speaking and I see the Ace of Swords in the deck, it means, yeah, that's it. So they're very stressed out and holding a lot back. No wonder strength appeared. 8 of Wands, another 8. We have 3 8s. We're missing what? We have Cups, Wands, Swords, Pentacles. There's almost no Pentacles here. There is none. All right. Let me see the Tower. This is interesting. Because the Tower is certainly uninhibited and released. Just as I say. We have the 6 of Pentacles. Earth energy. 6 of Pentacles. Okay. That can be about finances. It can be about equal exchange of energy. It can be paying money towards some moving. Moving. 8 of Wands is movement. Can I see the 6 of Pentacles? Sometimes the Tower can be about sudden moving. Or, let me see. The Tower and the King of Swords. Aquarius. What's the 6 of Pentacles? Is this money? Is it a payout? But for what? 6 of Cups, 8 of Cups. The 6 and the 8 of Cups. What is this? I'm going to get my soulmate? The 10 of Pentacles. The Emperor builds the 10 of Pentacles. That's commitment energy. It's stability. It's the home. Let me see. The Tower. The 5 of Wands. The 9 of Swords. 5 of Wands is Leo energy. Look, we can't escape this King of Swords. The 5 of Wands is Leo energy. It's passion. That's for sure. It can be about competition. It can be about fighting yourself, especially with the 9 of Swords. Maybe that's why the Tower. I'm going one further. Okay, we'll stop there. King of Swords. Okay, we get it. The Knight of Pentacles and the Tower. The Knight of Pentacles, once again, is very serious, very invested energy. And it is about planting solid seeds that yield solid things. But for some of you, Aquarius, this can be about this person getting free. 10 of Pentacles can be long established. And we saw the Hierophant hiding on the bottom of the deck. It can be family obligations. Could be a career. So for some of you, that's the case. And that's maybe what's taking so long. I'm not sure about that. Okay. Let me just grab the Wild Unknown, because I did want to ask a question. Oh, look. Aquarius. Just as I grab the Wild Unknown, I see the 2 of Cups hiding on the bottom. Remember when I said the 8 of Cups is about having the courage to go after the 10? There's the 2 Cups. I just randomly grabbed this deck. Let's see the 4 of Swords. Rest and recovery. Oh, wow. The 4 of Wands came out of the other deck and I didn't even see it. All these 4s, Emperor energy. The 4 of Wands is victory. It's success. It's a celebration. It's a home. It's being happy. Queen of Cups. It's the Ace of Pentacles. Solid. That's what I like. That was the energy I was getting off the 4 of Cups as well. Remember, it's solid intention. This is the pentacle that the Knight carries. Whatever this is, it's been incredibly slow moving, that's for sure. It's been a process. But then it's not. the Tower. I like that this Ace of Pentacles already has roots on it. Those sprouts, very viable for growth. And what does it involve with the Knight of Pentacles? What does that involve? The Ace of Wands. Fire energy. Passion. A new beginning. See, I don't mind the Ace of Wands when we see it paired up with the Ace of Pentacles. It carries with it solid intention as well. Remember I said it's both those energies. Plutonic. It's quite the contradiction in terms. Let's go one more on the Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. And oh, okay, that's, yeah. Very clearly. Look. It's the Three of Swords. I'm not surprised at all with Four of Swords in the heart, right? Because this is a cycle of repeating heartbreaking lessons from the past. And that's why we have Saturn and Pluto involved. Look at how all of these swords are different, but they're all bundled together in that same red cord of pain. It's like it's all the same story. And that's the shroud around it, blocking out the light. Four of Swords is a recapturing of the light, but that's the worry for this person. And that came flying. I barely even had to ask. That's the worry, Eight of Swords. They're afraid. Or they see you that way. You have to decide where you lie in this. But all these swords. And for me as a reader, Aquarius, anytime I get the Ace of Wands and the Fool, I get the Three of Swords. Because anytime we're being asked to take a risk on love again, which sometimes the Fool can feel like, you don't want to be a fool, you don't want to fall, you don't want to all these things, repeat lessons. The Three of Swords comes up for us to take a look at. But the reading ends with the Ace of Wands. It's just been quite a process to get there. And the Eight of Cups. It's like the fourth time we've seen the Tower. Sudden change. Very sexual energy as a footnote. Could be an immense amount of attraction. Again, if you're dealing with opposition energy, it can carry that, as well as Pluto. You guys definitely are showing each other a lot, but you're both scared. Well, I don't know. The fire energy doesn't look as afraid. Okay. What do we have for Aquarius? Door to Spirit. Pluto. Let's have another one. All tied up. Interesting. All those swords. And then we have envy. I'm not sure what the envy is about. There could be jealousy. There could be things like that in the past. It could be that with Five of Wands, maybe there's some competition around you or this person. And that's part of the fear. It could be. Door to Romance is on the bottom. But it's also saying, like with this envy and door to Spirit, this is quite a spiritual connection with Pluto and Saturn. Patience and attachment. Okay. Attachment in this particular card, she's holding up a mask of herself and examining it. Who am I really? What choices have I made? And where do I actually want to go? Where is my heart actually leading me? The Two of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Interesting. On the bottom of the deck, the Sun. And then we have fourth chakra, which is the heart healing. And that is what the Sun does, Leo energy. Where is my heart leading? Okay, let's You want to do a romance, angels? Sometimes these apply, sometimes they do not. You'll know. What do we have for Aquarius? Complicated reading. Wedding. This situation involves a marriage. Well, we saw this Ace of Pentacles in their actions. So, with the Tower and maturity, they might put Emperor in their heart. They could be very, very serious about this situation. And I already got that energy. Like they're in it for keeps. They want to, could be a marriage proposal. And then for others of you, maybe there was a need to release a marriage. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Interesting. That's why the Courage card. Wow. Oh, we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Wow. Okay, how about one talisman and then we'll close it off for you. What an interesting reading. You guys always give me very interesting energies to work with. I hope this resonated, my friends. I truly hope it helped. But do remember what I said. Obviously, not everything I say is going to resonate. It is still a general reading. For Aquarius, what does the talisman have to say? Learn the truth. 7 of Swords. 10 of Swords. Okay. And magical power, the Magician. Interesting. Okay, let's close it off for you with a card from the Lover's Oracle. These can come out as advice, Aquarius, so definitely take it only as it resonates. I don't think we need to dive much deeper into your person. I feel like if we go, it would be going too far. It's very intimate energy here, Aquarius. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. That's that plutonic energy. Like I said, it can be inescapable. It can have that hypnotic quality. Attachment. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing and my heart is like palpitating, Aquarius. Beautiful. Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. That's the maturity. That's what I was talking about. And that's what gives the ability for the passion, the trust, and the exploration, which this clearly is. All right, you guys, that's what I have for you. I hope it resonated. I truly hope it helped. It was fascinating energy, my friends. I'll see you very soon. Namaste, Aquarius.